He had at first been a good boy, respected his professors and his parents, turned in his papers on time, and studied with a diligence that earned him jibes and sneers from his fellow students. Simon loved biology, loved the outdoors. He spent hours doing field research. He felt he couldn't learn fast enough, which is perhaps how things got started. He added another class to his already heavy schedule. He didn't want to wait until the next semester to learn about North American mustelids. The stack of books in his tiny dorm room grew taller by another foot. The midnight oil he burned turned into 1 a.m. oil, then 3 a.m. oil, then into at least 2 all-nighters a week. Dude, his roommate said, smoking a joint as he watched Simon Trox hunch his long body over his tiny desk. You're out of your mind. You got to give it a rest once in a while. Simon's roommate, Buck, was a talented but lazy student. He carried the minimum class load to enable him to spend more time drinking beer and eating sausages and fries at the council room, the faux British pub a few blocks off campus. Could you not smoke that in here? Simon said, not looking up from his biology textbook. It's giving me a contact high and irritating my sinuses. It was also making him feel very sleepy. He'd been up for 36 hours and desperately needed a nap before his next class, but he had a paper to write and 2 exams to prep for. Dude, Buck said, coming up behind Simon and reaching around him, his 2 fists closed. Pick a hand, any hand. Could you get the fuck away from me? Simon said politely. Seriously. Buck didn't move. Fine, he said. I'll pick for you. He rotated his right hand and opened his fist, palm up. In the middle of his hand lay 2 tiny white pills. These, my friend, Buck said, in a voice reminiscent of a midway barker. These will cure what ails you. These mighty pellets will carry you through the most exhausting of course loads. They'll keep you alert for your test, and this is the best part. They'll make you feel like Superman with a giant dick and huge balls. Trox moved to shove Buck's hand away, but stopped short. What are those? He asked. Buck laughed. They're teeny magic bullets, compadre. A delicately blended chiral compound, a.k.a. AMP, beans, bombito, speed, my friend. The solution to ambition overload the whole world around. Simon's eyelids were leaden, his whole body ached for sleep. For 5 minutes of horizontal, he turned and looked at the 26-inch stack of books on his left, then at the pile of scribbled notes on his right. His next class was in 18 minutes, and he was moving like an Aerolomax Californicus. Will I freak out or anything? He asked. I'm not really a drugs person. This was an understatement. He had smoked exactly 2 hits of a joint in his life and had consumed a grand total of 4 beers to date in his entire college career, each one at least a month apart. Nah, Buck said. Not even, dude. I'm telling you, Superman with a ginormous set of juggling parts. Look, just for today. You're completely bent. You're never going to make it through your next class without doing a faceplant on your desk. Go ahead. They're not going to bite you. Trox looked warily at the 2 tiny pills. They were so small. How potent could they be? He plucked them carefully from Buck's palm and swallowed them with the last half-inch of cold coffee in the stained paper cup he'd been carrying for 2 days. Simon breezed through the rest of the semester and the next. He was so on top of things. He aced nearly every test. He turned in most of his papers and coursework early. His grades were good. His dorm room was spotless. His socks were organized. And he even had time to take in a movie or 2. It was amazing, truly amazing, how much you could get done if you did not waste time sleeping. Oh, sure, there were a few crashes. That was to be expected, but he was young and healthy and quick to recover. A little sleep, a little bump, and he was back to what he now considered to be normal. He found he barely needed to eat. He just walked around with a package of top ramen, eating it dry, like other students ate potato chips, and he was so focused.